Good morning. Today we are continuing with our early Dakota, and we are working on the Parfleche project that we talked about last week. So we can see on our paper here that there are several different examples of Parfleches. So we can see this is what it looks like when it's laid out flat, when before it's all folded up. So we can see this first one, you'd make an envelope out of it to slide something in. This next one kind of looks like it, when it's folded up, turns into a flat case. Think of like a computer case where you slide something in. This one, you would roll it up to be a cylinder. So you would have, this is the top, the bottom and the top, and then you roll it. This one, when you fold it up, it forms a box. So they have four main types. So on Friday, we talked about thinking about what was important to you that you would want to carry along. So something that you would want to carry with you from moving from site to site, like the Dakota did. So what we're going to do is the first thing is think about what possession you would choose to carry with you everywhere. That's going to determine what type of Parfleche you're going to want to make. Okay, think about what you would want to use it for. So you're going to, number one is what you would want to carry around from site to site. Number two is which of those four shapes would work best for your Parfleche. Then what size container will you need? So you're going to have to think about how big you need to make it. Step two is designing your Parfleche. We talked about this on Friday a little bit, thinking about what geometric design you would do, what colors you would use, because you want it to look like how the Dakota actually made it. So you're going to be thinking what type of designs. In your book, they have those examples of the designs. So think about what kind of geometric design you would do and look at the colors that they used. So we're not doing number 5. You can make your sketch in your sketchbook. It's not on the back side of your paper. So you're going to think about what your shape is going to be. On the back side of our papers, we have the directions. So again, here are some of those geometric designs that they used. There are different colors that were typically used by the Dakota. Then we have directions. So we're going to be using that brown paper bag because we talked about how we are not tanning leather and preparing leather to actually make a real one, although that would be super cool. I did not spend my Halloween weekend preparing leather for you, sorry. So we are using brown paper grocery bags. So we're going to be cutting open the bags. We're going to be thinking about how big we want to make it. Some of us are going to make small ones, so we only need one section of that brown paper bag, and we can share the bag with somebody else because we don't need a whole entire brown paper bag. I have a pile of bags in the back that we're going to be using. So you need the brown paper bag, and you're going to cut it the shape that you need it. So remember, you need to factor in all the folding that you have to do. So when we think about in math class, when we had to envision what it would look like when that box is laid flat, you're going to have to envision what your shape is going to look like laid flat. And we're going to cut it out, put our design on it. We're going to fold it how it needs to be folded, and we're going to use yarn or string to tie it together. So we're going to use hole punches and yarn or string to tie it together. So we need scissors, your pencil, crayons for the decorating, the paper punch, hole punch. I have yarn that I'll take out when we get to it. We're not finishing this project today. Okay, we do not have enough time for this to finish today, so we will continue working on it tomorrow for sure. So the backside are all the steps to go through. This one is for one shape. So this is if we're making that box, or it's going to make this figure 6. So if you want your Parfleche to look like that, then make it like that. If you want one of the other designs from here, if you want to make more of a flat or a cylinder, okay, it's your Parfleche. But you have to look at what shape you need to cut your paper into. And then look at how to fold it. Okay. So again, we are not expecting us to have this done today. Tomorrow will be a work day in social studies to continue working on our Parfleches. So I'm going to stop our recording and say goodbye to our friends at home.